Hi everyone. Welcome back. This is
Week 4
of Don't
Don't
Overthink
Overthink
It
It.
by Taylor.
And Kathy.
Yay. Okay. So today we are getting into Anora.
Anora. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys have watched it, but if you haven't, go watch it right now
Yes.
and come back and watch this.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
And it's like you need to watch this actually.
Yeah. It's so good, actually. We might be a little late on this, honestly, because they've
No.
already like won hella awards over this.
Yeah.
But we just watched it like last week. I watched it last week.
I watched it last night.
It's so good.
It's so
It's
good.
so good. But we just have like a bunch of opinions and we just like kind of want to get into that, like
Yeah.
little review about the movie. Okay.
Okay. So what did you think about Vanya and Annie?
Oh my God. Okay. So Vanya and Annie. I think that they were both on completely different intellectual levels.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, granted, he's 2 years younger than her, but I do think that he's a very, very much a boy.
Yeah.
And we don't get to see too much about her story, but I do think that for like a 23-year-old, she's a little bit more like mature, and they just were on completely different like intellectual levels, I feel.
I completely agree. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how did she not agree to marry him?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not even like, because I know why she agreed to marry him, but it's like, you had to have known that this was not going to be a good idea at all.
Right.
It just, nothing about it seemed like this was going to go well. Just based off of what you said, just like he just seemed like just such a little boy. And it's just like, there's no way this could be like a serious marriage and go somewhere and like have some type of longevity.
Yeah, no, he literally, I feel like, is so like a 16-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking like front flips he was making when they were about to like have sex the first time.
Yeah.
You know, first time, right?
Or like when he like rushed up the stairs and she's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Yeah. And he's just like, oh, I guess I'll wait.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, there's just
Like-
many things about him that he's just himself still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's still like, he doesn't think about others at all. And you can obviously see that when everything is like about to come down and he's just like, let's go. And she's just like, well, I still need to get my things. And he's like, okay, bye. Like, he's very self-centered still. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He's not putting anyone else in front of him, like above him. He is just himself.
Right. And I've
Right.
seen people say on TikTok like, "Oh, like I have trust issues now because of this movie." And I'm like and they were like the love they had
Like, what love?
how could he do this to her? Like there was no love in that relationship. Like not one
No.
bit of love. That was so transactional. It's like she literally was only there for the money. She might have liked him though. I think that they did have like a good time together,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just like she obviously was there to come up and
Yeah.
he was there because he didn't want to work for his family.
Right. And I also feel like they were like, kind of like doomed from the start. Like anything that starts off transactional,
Yeah.
it's not gonna work out. It's not
No.
gonna work out at all. I obviously like it seems like they wanted to give that a try, but again, like from Annie's point of view, she was doing it because like she was about to come up on like hella money. Like
Yeah.
they're millionaires. Like
She doesn't have to strip no more.
Yeah.
Like this is it for me. Like I'm
like,
out
oh,
the
you want to
club.
marry me? Like, okay, I'm doing that. Like,
Right.
so again, that's another transaction then and there. And also the fact that he wanted to be American, he wanted to get away from
Yeah.
his family.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
yeah, go ahead.
after he got married, she was like, "Oh, we're married," and he was like, "Oh," he was
I'm
like, "I'm
American."
American," and I'm like, "This is like Annie,
Yeah.
Anora, babe." Like,
Like,
there's no way at the end. I mean, I guess like you can definitely feel a type of way, but it's like,
mm-hmm.
there's no way this was gonna turn out good.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, you're saying at the end, like when she broke down crying about the whole situation, or what?
Just more, just like how she fought so hard
For it to work out.
for it to work out, and she's
Yeah.
like cursing at all of her people, like, no, fuck you, like we're in love, like
Yeah.
babe.
Like, no, this isn't love.
No.
But I think she maybe was fighting because of she wanted to prove everyone wrong, one.
Yeah.
And two, like when you see like she just saw like what her future could look like for like a good like few days at least. She was like, oh, like I'm about to come up on hella money, which was a little bit dumb because it's not his money, it's his father's money. So
Right.
if his father is mad, he can literally cut off his child and then he's broke. So like that didn't make any sense. But like you get delusional a little bit, you know what I mean? Like when, especially when you're like surrounded by such like high class, I guess, like, you know what I
Right.
mean. I don't know how to say it, but like luxury, when you're surrounded by luxury like that, like they were living in a beautiful home for a little while there, so like you just start to get delusional, like, oh my god, this can be my life long term, but
Right.
like no,
Uh-uh.
no. And like I feel like that's what she was kind of fighting for. She was just like, no, like this is what it was for the last week, this is what it could be forever, like you're not going to take that away from me just because you think you can control your 21-year-old son. And
Right.
no.
That too. And you
Yeah.
remember when she was like, "You're an adult. Like you're an adult. Like tell them no."
Yeah.
To him, and he was like belligerent. And it's like,
He doesn't see himself as an adult.
no, he doesn't see himself
He
as a,
doesn't.
they don't see him as an adult
They don't.
either.
No,
And
they
it's
don't.
like, no, babe. He's not an adult. Like age wise, sure, but mentally, absolutely not. And like
Yeah.
everybody around you sees it. Like,
Right.
can you please wake up a little bit?
Yeah, like listen to the people that know him. Like,
Yeah.
and like everyone was telling her, what was the guy, the I forget what his name is.
Taurus?
Huh?
Taurus?
Toros.
Taurus.
Yeah, he was like, I know him. Like, you do not want to be with him.
Right.
And she was just like, I know him. Like,
No,
no.
you
Like,
don't. Like, what has it been? Like a week? 2 weeks? A week and a
yeah.
half?
Like, you know what he wants you to see.
Right.
And like, Toros knows him for who he is.
Since 6, he said, right?
Yeah, like since he was a child. So it's just like, no, like men will paint a fucking picture for you because that's what they want you to see.
Right.
But if someone who genuinely knows them, like is telling you otherwise, like take that as a sign.
Like, babe, just get the divorce. Why are we fighting this so hard? But like, I get it. But like,
I get it.
no,
I get it. Again, like it's the fact that she had that vision of all the luxury she could have. Like, no, I'm not gonna get rid of that. Like, no, you're not gonna force me to get a divorce. Like, actually, and I'm so like shocked that she didn't even fight for like, cause yeah, like she didn't get a prenup. Like,
yeah.
so like I'm like, I almost wish I would have fought. Like, she would have fought for that.
I thought so too, but I
Yeah.
seen some things online
Yeah.
that they were saying his family was like mafia. So
Okay,
when she was
that's what I
like, "We'll
thought too.
destroy you," that meant like we're going to
Like,
either
genuinely.
kill you or you're going to jail for the rest of your life. Like on some like high profile shit. Like, okay, we will do a hit out on you and you're gonna die, and so is your whole family. That's how other people. That's what people were online were saying. So I was like, okay, now I get that, because I was like, you only threatened her. I'm like, you could have fought it, but like what you said. But I guess like no, like she might have died. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, like it could have been bad. Like we don't know
Right.
who this family actually is. Um, but yeah.
Wow.
Okay, what else?
Okay. So what did you think about Igor?
Igor.
Yeah.
I fucking loved Igor.
Yeah.
Literally the moment he came on, he was just so soft spoken.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god, wait, I love him.
And he just like listened. He was
Yeah.
like, "Don't touch him." Like he was like, "Okay." Like he just is just
Yeah.
such a chill guy.
Yeah, he's such a chill guy. And like he like really tried, like he really tried not to lay a hand on her. And like I don't think that he even wanted to, but he was getting beat the fuck up by her,
Yeah.
which I like thoroughly enjoyed that scene. Like it was
Yeah.
just like so fun. But I don't know, it was just like I don't know. I fucking loved him. Just the way he comes off is just like already like I was like, okay, like this is a good guy.
Yeah. And when he tied her up, and he was like, "Can you help me tie her legs?" And I don't forget what was his name. What was his name?
I don't remember.
I can't remember the other guy's name. And he was like, "Why are we gonna tie her legs?" He was like, "Why would we not tie her legs?"
Yeah.
I'm like, what have you been doing your whole life? Like, to think to
Yeah.
tie this girl up, and he was like, just grab anything to tie. Like what? Like, and I'm like, is it? This is like all just common sense.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, he has
Seen some shit, you
seen
think?
some shit, done some shit, and I'm like, what's your background? I want to know your
Yeah.
background because what the hell? Like, yeah,
Yeah, I was really confused. Like, what do you do for Toros? Who is Toros?
you're right.
Like, what do you mean you work for Toros?
But I don't think he works for Toros. I think this was like his first job with Toros.
Is
Actually, maybe
it?
not. Maybe not. I don't know. That's
I
how I
don't
saw it.
know. I don't know. But I do know, like, he was like, don't tell Toros. Like, it just sounded like he was like, he reports to Toros type thing. Like,
Oh, then
that's his,
maybe
like,
yeah. I don't know why the whole movie I thought like something's bad like is gonna happen. Like somebody's gonna die. Like nobody died, but
yeah.
I don't know why I
The
thought
guys,
that.
like, all the guys, like, Toros, like, the two guys that work for him, like, they were a lot, like, kinder and patient than I expected them
Oh
to
yeah.
be. Like I full on thought this was gonna be like a mafia movie for a minute,
Me too. I thought
right?
she was like they were gonna beat her up. When
Yeah.
he was like when Taurus was like, okay, now we're gonna break her. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I was
And
like, fuck.
all he like was saying, he was just saying words like
And when
trying to manipulate her.
yeah, and when he left her, when Vanya left her, I was like, what the fuck? Like you're leaving her with these two men. Like who the fuck are these two men? Like
Right.
I was like scared for her, but like no, it actually was like a little bit of like comedy there for a minute.
It was,
It
yeah.
was. I thoroughly enjoyed it, honestly. Um,
And then what's his name? Igor,
mhm.
when he was in the car and he was trying to apologize. She's so funny. She played this role so good. And she was like,
Mhm.
tell your guy to stop fucking talking to me.
I literally loved it.
I loved it so
Wait,
bad.
what was it? Was
He
she
was like,
from
leave the
Jersey
fucking
or
girl
was
alone.
she
Brighton
New York?
Beach. Brighton Beach is what people were saying that's where the accent was from. Brighton Beach. I don't know where Brighton Beach is. Yeah, let's look it up. Brighton Beach.
Hey Siri, where is Brighton Beach?
But it was supposed to be like an Italian Brighton Beach accent. Brighton Beach. Okay.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay, okay. New
Hmm.
Jersey. So
I
I
knew
guess
it. I loved it.
Brighton. It was like Brighton Beach, Italian, Russian accent was her accent.
Okay.
So
I fucking loved it.
I loved it. It
Yeah.
was so good. She did such a good job.
She's such a good actress,
Yeah.
actually. Like, have you seen like her actual like
Her actual
interviews?
voice and who she
Yes.
is.
She's
It's
so cutesy.
so funny. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Like,
how did you play this? How did you play first a stripper?
yeah.
Like, you just don't seem like
That person.
that type of person that
Yeah.
would be like, oh, yeah, I'll take this role.
Right.
Right. And
Yeah.
then, like, also just, like, play it so well.
Yes. It's
She
the
did it
first time
so
I've
good.
heard of her, but like she was just like fucking amazing. I literally like was like, whoa, I love her.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think the guys on the, like, the cast members, I think they also really love her, too. I've seen some
yes.
interviews and they, like, are in love with her.
They
With,
literally
like,
love
a
her, Vanya
wig.
especially.
Yeah. Oh, do they?
Yes.
Really?
Everyone's
I
like, he's
haven't seen
definitely in
that.
love with her because Igor's married.
Oh, is he?
He is.
Okay. Wait, which Igor?
Igor.
In real life?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Fuck. Okay,
Oh no
okay.
no no
I
no
thought
no.
you
No.
meant. I thought you meant.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, no, no. Igor in real life is married. But like they're so cute. They're all so fucking cute. I actually really love this cast. But yeah.
Should we
What?
talk about the ending?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's talk about the ending.
So there's so many things.
To dissect with the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah, the fact okay, so one, the fact that he like took her home in his car and like he just like drove her home
Right.
and then like, I don't know, just like the silent like everything was just like it was just like coming to an end. I don't know. It was just so like poetic, I feel.
It
Like
was.
the ending
It
was just
was.
so poetic.
He gave her the ring, and she's
Hmm.
just like, "No way! He just gave me this ring." As he's like getting her luggage and like putting it on her doorstep, and she's like
Hmm.
coming to a realization, like,
Holy shit.
like first he gave me this ring, like, thank you. Like, he's not that bad of a person. Like, I think
Yeah.
she's coming to like a whatever, and then she's like, this car is so you. Like, still like still being a bitch, but like it's not like she's like trying, but like she's like, you can leave, But like I think I don't know what it is, but she was like, this car is so you, and then just another conversation comes up and he's like, oh, it's my grandma's car or whatever. After she was like, no, I fucking hate this car.
Yeah.
And some guy on TikTok was like, that was interpretation that she only has women in her life and she values the women in her life, and all the men, especially, you know, the guys that she would dance for, obviously didn't value women. Um, and he was saying that that scene made her realize that this man is like a really good man because he values, which we really don't know if he values women or not, but throughout the whole movie it seemed like he was the only one that actually looked at her as
Right.
like an actual person and not like
When he was like, when he told Vanya's mom, he was like, or I don't know who he told. Yeah, he was like, I think she deserves an apology.
Yeah.
Like that,
Yeah.
that was huge.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he said that, like he spoke up for her in front of everyone, in front of Toros, who was his boss, and like I don't even know who the fuck the family is to them. Like I don't know if like they're their bosses or whatever the fuck it is. But the fact that he stood up for her in front of them,
Right.
that was very telling.
That was very telling.
Yeah.
But I think he's just a really good guy. And then the end scene where she went on top of him and like whatever, I guess like trying to like thank him, but also I think I've seen that she was trying to like regain some type of power, and I guess that was like the only way that she knew how, one, to thank him and also to like regain some of like I don't know, I guess power.
Yeah.
Regain some power.
Yeah,
And
like get herself like the upper hand in the situation because
Yeah.
like she looked vulnerable and
Exactly.
like yeah, she looked vulnerable. Like she was literally beat the fuck down half of the entire movie because her family, his family was like disrespecting her. Like they were like, no, you're gonna do this and we don't give a fuck about what you think. Like
Yeah.
they literally dragged her along this entire thing. And so like that moment was like you're saying, like she was trying to regain some power there. And the fact that when he tried to kiss her,
Ooh.
oh my god, that was like so like, oh my god, that like hurt my soul.
Yeah.
The fact that she was fighting it so hard,
Yeah.
and he was fighting it so hard, he was like, let me just show you that I can like do this, but like not in like a creepy way, but
Right.
like in like a like
It's okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay. Like it's okay to accept love. Like it's okay to accept like kindness.
Yeah, and like actual real intimacy. Yeah.
And I don't think she's ever felt that. Like I don't think she's ever felt like real true love or intimacy from a man. She's only ever been lusted for.
Right.
And like to have that fucking terrified her. And
like, no.
yeah, I feel like it like cracked her wall then and there. Like she was
Right.
like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
It just like broke down.
yeah.
And I think it was like a breakdown of like everything, like what just all happened, and also the fact that like what the fuck, like it's just men are terrible, and it's like the fact that she just can't bring herself to have that level of intimacy, to have that level of whatever with a man. It's also like this is crazy.
It hurts my soul. It really does. I'm like,
know.
she's only 23 and like all this just happened to her. Like that was a lot. That was
Oh, speaking of that, when he was like, "Thank you for making my last week in America like so fun." Like really? Like this was really just like an experience for him, and she really thought this was going to be like the rest of her life, and like he probably knew too, like this is not going to end well. Like even when she was like speaking to his parents, and he, she was like, "Oh, like I'm his wife and like we want you to accept that." He was like, "Oh," and everyone looked away like, "Oh, this girl like
yeah.
like she has no clue." And
yeah.
Like she really thought, and he really was just like, this is just fun for me. And she was like, "Oh, really? Like you had fun?" In like her stripper voice.
Yeah.
And it's just like she knew that, and like, okay, no, this was transactional. It was like that's when it like hit for her, when he was like fun, and she was like and then she immediately switched back like into her stripper voice, like, "It was fun for you, like
yeah,
I'm glad you had fun," like that shit. And then she turned around and the girl and his mom came and was like, okay, like get in the plane, and she was like, I'm not getting the plane, I didn't sign a prenup, or no, she was like, we're definitely getting a divorce, and I didn't sign a prenup, so I am suing you, and I'm getting half of all this fucking money. And she's like, no, this is transactional, bitch. I'm getting what I am gonna get, although she didn't, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I was like, like, I almost wish she did. I almost wish she fought it, but
Yeah.
again, they could be like a fucking mafia, like for all she knew. Like,
Right. Probably wouldn't have been the best decision.
no.
Yeah, in the end.
It really is so fucked up, the entire thing, but
Right.
I'm glad like she like got rid of that.
Right. At least she like doesn't have to deal with like lawyers and like court and stuff. It's just like, all right, it's done. I gotta keep on moving on with life. You know what I mean? Because that, honestly, that's like traumatizing. Like, fuck, like that's
Yeah.
like trauma now. Like you just got married to this little ass 21-year-old that's like
Mm-hmm.
practically a boy, and then all this thing like
Quit your
it's
job, like,
yeah,
yeah, like everything, like told everyone like I'm out. Everyone's like, "Oh, you practically won like the lottery." Like
yeah,
literally like a whole like 180 life event right there and then, cuz like right after like they went out on like a fucking splurge, like
yeah,
buying her like fur coats, like buying her everything, and she
yeah.
was just like, "Oh my God, like this is my new life." Like,
Right.
and then to lose that all,
Yeah. Damn.
like that's traumatizing as fuck. That's actually just so much in the span of like who even knows, like a
Right.
couple weeks. Like that's just like too much. Like I really feel for her so strongly.
Yeah. It was crazy. And a lot of people have also like been talking shit about how it won the Oscars.
Mm.
And I'm like, ugh, if you watch the movie, if you watch it from like surface level, I could see how you would think that. But if you actually watch it and dissect down everything that happened in that movie, it's like, no, that deserved like an Oscar, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And people have been saying, or I've seen this one TikTok, he like dissected why it won the Oscars. And he was saying that um, these people, the Academy people, they watch movies all the time. So it's like after a while, like a lot of things just become like repetitive and whatever, and like and the endings become repetitive, and like
Mm-hmm.
all the things like plot lines become repetitive, all these things, and things just become movies, and it's just like whatever. And he was saying that Anora had a way of, you know, changing up the script and like not making it like, oh, like the main character won, or you know what I mean, like the main characters actually stay together and like the ending was good or whatever. And Igor, like he was, you would think Igor would just be, you know, a side character, but he actually became somebody like very
Mm-hmm.
important in the movie. And it's like you rarely see like a side character like become somebody that like you really really like
Right.
love,
Right.
you
Especially
know.
so close to like he was like practically really close to the end of the movie, I feel.
Yeah.
And he became like one of the main characters, like one of the like well, the person that the main character fell for almost practically,
Right.
or like we as the audience did.
We as audience did, yeah.
Yeah.
And she could have, I don't know if she might have fell for him, but at
Mm-hmm.
least like felt some type of like I don't know if you could
Gratitude.
say like safeness, but like he was the only person that she could be like actually vulnerable with. I don't think she like saw him as like, oh, I like you. I don't, because I don't think she liked him at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think she was like, okay, she finally saw him as like a good person towards the end, and like felt like, okay, good enough to. But we as audience, we fell in love with him. And I think that's like rare that a little side character like comes up in the movie. Like, comes up is what I mean. But
Mm-hmm.
I think they changed the script a lot. And he was saying that you don't see too many movies like this where the plot ends like this.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like a different like
it's different.
yeah, it's not like a happy ending. Like
No.
we didn't get a happy ending in this.
Yeah. So I'm like, I think it deserved that Oscar. It was really good. I
Yeah.
mean, like, you know,
Yes, I do think I do so.
And I think,
I agree. I mean,
yeah, and I think Mickey, I think she did a really good job at her role. I'm like,
yes,
she really played that role.
yeah, she really did.
Yeah.
Like I've seen so many things about how like she really like had to like study the fuck out of that character, like everything. And also they didn't even have intimacy coordinators, I heard.
You said they didn't?
They did not.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's just like this whole movie I feel like was just like so raw. Like it was
Right.
just like just them. And I don't know, it was just so good. Like
It
it
was
was
so
like
good.
I don't know. It just felt like a genuine
It
movie.
felt like and it felt like real.
Yeah.
It felt like real, and that's also what he was saying too. Like some of these movies and some of these actors, like it's like it just feels like you're watching a movie, but it really felt like real a bit. Like
Yeah.
this is
This
like
could
they
legit
really
happen.
played their parts.
Yeah.
And it's like when I went to go see Mickey, I didn't go see her, but it would show up on my For You page of like what she actually sounds like and whatever. I'm like, oh, you're an actor, babe. Like you really like did what you needed to do for this role.
Yeah.
Like you really played this part really, really well. And it's like, no, she deserved that Oscar. Like she's a really good actor in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah.
I really agree. Like it's like a complete like 180 of like who this actress or how she acted in the movie
Yeah.
and then like who she is. Like she's like such a sweetie, like cutesy little voice and
Yeah.
then like something entirely different for this movie. It was so fun.
It was so fun. It was really, really fun.
Ah,
Okay.
but yeah,
So that's wraps
that's
for
wraps.
week 4, episode 4.
If you haven't watched Anora, go watch it right now.
Please. Yes.
It is so good. It's definitely worth the watch.
Oh,
And
100%.
yeah, let us know your opinions on the movie.
Yes.
But yeah, that is the end of week 4, and we will see you for week 5.
All right, bye,
Love you.
guys.
Bye.